When word filtered through back in 1983 that Ronnie James Dio was planning a solo LP, I remember fearing that it might be one of those get it off your chest affairs. You know, a collection of songs that the artist has long held up his sleeve, differing from the expected style and thus unsuitable for projects past. These are not usually great records. And then came Holy Diver. First I heard the track, later I heard the album. The delay was caused by the necessity to retrieve my jaw from the Korean carpet. I was working at the magazine at the time, and played the track again and again and again. Not only was Holy Diver not a solo LP, sure, it was the loving work of Ronnie James Dio, but what we had here was Dio the band rather than Dio the studio project. It was conceived very much in the Dio tradition. The man hadn't turned his back on his days with Rainbow and Black Sabbath. Rather, he'd used those experiences as a springboard to create new classics such as Don't Talk to Strangers, Rainbow in the Dark, and more. In fact, you couldn't drop your stylus on Holy Diver or, these days, program your CD. This was, of course, written back in 1992. Without your face cracking into a smile or your fist going into an involuntary clench. Great rock music will do this to you, and still does to me. The next step was simple. I had to meet the man. I suppose a misty Cornish castle would have been an appropriate place to get together, but a West End wine bar served almost as well. Ronnie was there along with Vivian Campbell, the hotshot Irish guitarist he'd plucked from the ranks of Sweet Savage, and I was impressed with Dio the man, from the off. He knew about wine, he knew about art. All I know is you drank one and stuck the other on the wall. He knew quite a lot, actually, including the intrinsic power of a smashed-out guitar chord. Not for him, the million notes a second stuff, the hummingbird hands, and the Muppet drums, the strength of the first Dio album, and indeed all subsequent releases, was its real sense of stature. Having already played a part in two of the greatest rock releases ever, Rainbow's Rainbow Rising and Black Sabbath's Heaven and Hell, Ronnie now had to come up with a third. In fact, all of the Dio albums, in particular, tracks like Last in Line, Sacred Heart, We Rock, and Hungry for Heaven, have flown the flag of rock with soul and passion and care rather than simply a spud down the trousers. The combination of the voice, always one of the best, the guitar, the pumping bass, and the lovingly crafted lyrics has ultimately led to the creation of the term Dio-esque. Say it, and people know exactly what you mean. With his track record of great albums, incredible crowd-pleasing shows, fantastical stage sets, and one of the best repertoires in rock, and now his best of collection, Ronnie James Dio has proved himself an important ambassador for the music we know and love, and there's more to come. Dante Bonutto. This was an insert written for the 1992 compilation Diamonds, the best of Dio. The reason I picked the bad boy up, even though I have all the Dio studio albums, is I wanted a pristine, clean, CD quality version of Hide in the Rainbow from the Iron Eagle soundtrack. Absolutely love that song. So anyway, thank you for joining me. This is Rock Archives. See you in the next one.